you know, there's a lot of sports references to the city. I think it's a Pittsburgh pride thing, which is something I kind of like, because you know we know this is a pretty special place.
Yeah, in this
It was different time.
yeah.
There is no music scene like there was. Now they're playing 80s music, disc jockeys, records, are playing all this recorded stuff. You know, there's a lot of good bands and a lot of nice venues out there. The people aren't supporting the bands like they did back in the day. I had bands that hated each other. I mean, they personally hated each other. But if they were booked on the same show, the same night, that's like if I'd have 3 or 4 bands, it was unheard of for a band to play and pack up and leave. You know, I had a band from out of town one night. I said, I never seen this before. I said, bands.
Well, I think part of the thing that was happening is, I mean, you know, it's the logic of, you know, you want to play every night when you're on tour, so you're not wasting money. So if you're going on tour, you should try to play all the time. And Pittsburgh is a nice, easy drive, either south from the Morgantown area or coming from Cleveland, Buffalo, or Columbus. So we would get people who'd be routed through those ways too. But I think a lot of times people came to Pittsburgh because they have a good time. That's still what happens today. I mean, bands always come to Pittsburgh and they're like, wow, this is a great place to come. You know, they like the city, they like the people. You know, they're treated well at shows. You know, there's a long history of Pittsburgh bands who are like, oh, touring band gets the door. You know, because we all know what it's like to be on the road, and you hope, you know, you build up the touring band karma because you want it to come back to you at some point too when you're on the road and having to do that stuff. But I think in general, people like to play in Pittsburgh because it's fun.
I remember around 1981, perhaps, MTV came on the scene. And when they first started, they only played videos. They had very few even commercials, but certainly no talkie shows. And we brought a little TV in and we just had it on the counter and played music videos all day. I thought it was going to be the next step from the radio. You know, you would now hear songs with video. So I thought it was going to be the newest, greatest technology. It didn't quite work out that way with MTV because in order to be competitive, the videos had to get more artsy and expensive, and it ruled out some do-it-yourself stuff back in those days, in the days of Duran Duran. But it was an exciting time when it first came out for the first year or so.